Good afternoon. I'd like to show you the performance of the 13-inch i7 16 gig RAM on the 2016 MacBook Pro to see the performance on it on Overwatch, which is going to be on Windows boot. So it's one of the things I would like to show you. If you can, I've seen some reviews on the 15-inch and they were not bad, but they're using discrete video card. They were using the AMD video card. And here we're going to be using the discrete video card and see how well that's going to look and how well and what to expect from that performance in frames per second. So we're going to take a look at that and see if it's going to be playable, at least playable enough on the go if possible. Of course, you have to be on power because it will throttle down if you are using if you're using only on battery mode. Another video I'll be doing is to show you how fast the battery will drain if you're playing a game just on battery mode. My estimate was about an hour 15 minutes. Can we do a quick update here and we can go right away? Okay, and we're finally back. That update took a little longer than expected. So quickly before we go in the game, I'm going to show you quickly that it is using the graphics 550 because this is the touch part model. It is the i7, it's a dual core because they're not giving us a quad core on the i7 for the 13-inch model. 16 gig RAM and the current Windows 10 on a 64-bit. So we're going to go ahead and go in the game now. And we're going to see how the setting we have set up for it. Now I have it at more or less medium-low setting. I discovered that I can get the best frames per second doing that. I'm going to show you. You can of course keep bumping it up a little bit more, but you're going to have a worse experience. Alright, the game finally loaded, and as you can see over here I have it at 60 frames per second, approximately 59. I have it display base, as you can see here, full screen. I have set it up at 1680 by 1050. VSync on. In the advanced settings you're going to see here what I have it set at. Automatic at 86%, mostly everything is either off or low, and we're going to see how well that's going to play now. Now of course you can bump it a little bit higher. I recommend against it, but you can get better images or better effects, but you're going to lose some frames per second. Right now it's pretty much maxed at the screen resolution, which is 60 frames per second. So we're going to see now when we play a game how well it's going to perform. Pretty much any game you play, even if you're on the Mac OS, the fan does go crazy. They say it's quieter than the older mid generations, but I can't tell you if that's really true or not. So as you can see, there isn't really any dropped frames that you can see, and you're still hovering at 50 and 60. So we're going to see an actual gameplay. But you will notice the graphics on everyone is subpar. But hey, if you gotta play your matches before the end of the week and you're not home, you can take this with you and you can actually play quite decently. So even in battle you stay around, it goes as low as 52 frames per second, 54, 56, even during heavy combat, so still doing pretty decent. So I restarted the game. This time I changed the setting to use medium uh, graphics instead of the low graphics which I had it on, just to show you what kind of performance you're going to get on it and what's the drop in frame rate. So you can see right now it's actually started, it's hovering under 50, around 49, 50. You're going to see now during the gameplay. I'm going to quickly show you the settings I put first. You're going to see how it's actually significantly worse. So right now it's medium. You can see the settings it puts for medium. I didn't really play around with much of these ones to change them to lower or so on. I kept it on the default just to see how it's going to be. Now as you can see here, it's 37 right now without actually being in game. VSync is on. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the frame rate is still set on, yeah, display base. So it can go up if it is able to, but in this case it can. So now we're gonna see if it's really noticeable between low and medium, and is it really worth dropping the 10 frames per second. I think you should stick to low setting because you will definitely have a better experience without actually landing any kills or dying quickly. And if it's gonna sacrifice a little bit of the graphics, so be it. This shouldn't really be your main computer. This should be like your auxiliary computer if you need to play on the weekends or so on and you're not in the house. So look at this. We're at 41 now, we're at 40, and it's significant. Now wait till the action really starts. It's actually not so bad. We're like 46, 47. I just committed suicide for some reason. It's actually going a little bit higher to 50, 53, but I can tell you as I'm moving the mouse around, there's definitely significant lag. And it didn't really start heating up as much as before. So we'll give it a few minutes and we'll see. Maze so annoying. So that's it. We don't really pass 50. We're hovering between 40, 46, 47, 43, and the experience is far, far worse. So that's the options you have. If you actually go any higher than the medium base and go actually high, it just becomes unplayable, completely unplayable. I mean, if you really want to see, I can show you, but trust me, it's not really playable. You're better off keeping it low, and you can actually play it, and the game will run quite good, quite smooth, but it's not going to look as pretty. So I hope this was very useful for you. I would like to remind you that this is the maximum setting you can possibly have on the 13-inch 2016 MacBook Pro. You cannot have a secondary video card like in the Indian 15-inch. You can only stay on the discrete. And the i7, which is a significant cost from the i5, still dual core. Is it really worth it? Is it really going to gain you that much frames per second? I don't know. I don't have it to compare with 15-inch. You can actually get back to me on that. I did bump it to 16 gig RAM, so that's the best you can hope for on the 13-inch 2016 MacBook Pro with the 550 Iris. I hope this was helpful, and good luck to you.